Welcome. This video blog is about treating meditation like medicine. Meditation is about stilling the mind. When I first started meditating, I was afraid of probably a lot of what people who don't know a lot about meditation are, about spirituality, religion, hoodoo, voodoo, hocus pocus. And I was in the same boat as everybody. Meditation is actually quite the beautiful thing, and we're just misdirected. I feel I was misdirected. I shouldn't be speaking to everybody, speaking for everybody in the world, but I think meditation just is not understood. And I'd like to clear a lot of that up. Meditation is a tool to still the mind. It's about stilling it. It's about stress relief and management and having some control in your life, not moving from one drama story to the next. It's about looking at thought. It's about creating what you want in your life. It's by quieting the mind enough to not react to everything. It's about sitting back in the audience of your life and saying, hey, do I want to watch this? Do I want to choose this? Do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? To someone who has never experienced that, it can be a daunting task, but once you understand it and you get it, all of a sudden what happens is that meditation starts slowing down your life. It starts slowing down everything, and it gets to a point that you come to a point of stillness in your life. And it doesn't take a long time. To master it, it takes a long time. But to do meditation and maybe, get some benefit out of it, you can do that in 5 minutes. I have put together a list of bullets that I want to talk about in this blog, and one of them is about stress management. Stress management is basically looking at meditation. It's about learning to quiet the mind. It's about looking at what you can do, not moving from one situation to the next. It's about taking a break. It's giving your mind a break. If you sit down and meditate for 5-10 minutes a day, you will notice that all of a sudden in that 10 minutes you're refreshed and you're less stressed and all of this. It's a wonderful thing. In my world, meditation taught me how to look into my body. In other words, I started envisioning my intestines. I would see them perfectly healthy. I would see myself going to the bathroom and making a solid bowel movement. I would see myself having a normal everyday life. I created all this stuff in my head, and it was through meditation. I got to a point I could quiet my mind and create the picture I wanted. And the thoughts of saying, well, that ain't going to work, and this is not going to work, and that's not true, I could control until the vision that I created in my head became my life. One of the biggest things is also it taught me to create the best outcome for any medicine I was taking. I would create actually reading all the good stuff about the medicine, and I would leave the side effects out. And what happens is I would get the placebo effect. I would actually literally think myself into the placebo effect. Instead of having somebody talk me into it, I would talk myself into it. I think that's very important. That's one of the biggest things that meditation could do for you today. If you get to the point where you suggest to yourself almost like self-hypnosis and go, hey, you know what, this medicine's really doing, I don't have no side effects, blah, blah, blah. You can't ignore it if you are getting side effects, but you can have the body start to believe in something so so deeply that it turns into it. That's what I did with my own health. I did that with my own intestines. I made my intestines the strongest part of my body. I've gone through food poisoning and everything else, and most colitis patients or Crohn's patients would be in a flare for months after some of the food poisoning issues I've had in the last couple of years. I don't know what's going on with that, but you know, 2 or 3 days of just pure diarrhea because something I ate, and someone who else in my house ate the same thing, and they were sick for 2 or 3 days, and then it cleared up and back to solid bowel movements again. I think that's excellent for a Crohn's colitis patient. I can't say enough about how if you took and looked at meditation like medicine, and you set a time aside every day and say, this is my time to take meditation, okay, and sat down for 5 or 10 minutes every day and got to a point that you could bring your mind into the places where you want to go inside of your body, inside of your mind, you know, into your life, I think you would find that it's probably the best medicine you ever taken in your life. In my book, I Healed My Crohn's Colitis, I actually developed a very simple meditation practice that actually works in weeks to help you develop the skills you need. I'm pretty proud of that. And it's about not taking a spiritual path. It's about saying, hey, let's calm down the mind. What you do with this meditation is up to you. It's not about prayer, chanting, anything. I do all of that. But this is more of a medical meditation for everybody. It brings into the body, the organs, everything. It's called a smiling meditation, and it starts you from lying down breathing to the end of the whole thing, and it goes for I think 7 weeks or something of that sort. So I hope this helps you. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Okay? Thank you very much. Bye-bye.